Well, welcome back to another nail video, and this is going to be another French. So shocked, but I'm kind of working my way out of it. We'll see. I have a few more ideas coming up, so if you bear with me, there's going to be a few more French manicure styles or French style manicures, whichever way you want to say it, and this one is no different. But this one is going to be kind of a rainbow French ombre, more of a rainbow French blending, but I'm starting off with a beautiful sparkly milky white, which kind of has a pink undertone to it. One of my favorite colors. It's called Lacy Details, something lace. I will put it down in the description box below. But it is like I said, a beautiful milky white with pink undertones. There's some shimmer in there, and I love wearing it either by itself or as a base layer for other designs, which I am doing here. So I'm putting 2 coats of this color on, whichever color it is, and then I'm going to go in with the neon Inkfit alcohol inks from Fiote. Now you do want to make sure whenever you use alcohol inks that you put a layer of matte top coat on top of your nails. And the reason is that if you have something with an inhibition layer or a shiny top coat or even a base coat, the color isn't going to sink into the nail. It's not going to be absorbed by the nail. It's going to sit on top. And when you put your top coat on over it, it's going to bleed the colors and pull it back off the nail. So you want kind of a porous texture on your nails. You can achieve this by also just buffing the surface of the nail, but I find it easier just to put a matte top coat on. And I use Velvet Matte Top from Madame Glam. I do have a discount code for you. You will get 35% off by putting in Nails by Sora 35. The link is in the description box below. It will automatically populate the discount into your shopping cart. Just make sure that if you click on the link, you select pay as you go. Because if you do not select pay as you go, you're automatically going to be signed up for the VIP membership. And if you don't want that, then select pay as you go. Anyway, so that information is all in the description box. And right now I am blending the red and the orange neon Inkfit alcohol inks on the tippy tip of my nail, and then using some alcohol to cut out the smile line. One thing that I didn't do with my left hand, which I did do with my right hand because I didn't think of it, is shake the bottles. There is some white pigment that's mixed in with the neon colors, but it separates out and settles to the bottom. And at first I thought it was just a design function of the bottle, but it actually is pigment that needs to be mixed in with the color. So shake your bottles. That way it disperses all the color, mixes it well together so that you'll get the true color that you're supposed to when you're doing your nail art. I am using a little bit of acetone in my dapping dish. Now, and I've said it before in other videos, although these are called alcohol inks, the alcohol is what the color is dispersed in. It's the method of transfer to your nail. But if you want to bleed the color more effectively, if you want to blend it more effectively, to remove it from the nail, you need to use acetone. I haven't tried mixing the acetone with alcohol to dilute its properties. I imagine that in doing so, it would dilute the effectiveness of the acetone. My only concern is that you're using acetone, you're potentially removing product that you don't want to remove, mainly the base color that I have on the nail. I haven't run into any issues with that, so I would say definitely you want to use acetone to manipulate the color around your nail. Now, I bought the Inkfit colors as a set. I'm not sure if they are offered individually. I would assume so. But as a set, it also comes with white, and it comes with a solution that you're supposed to use to dilute the color and to manipulate it on the nail. From smelling it, it smells like isopropyl alcohol. I have tried using it. I'll put the information in the cards above for my unboxing and swatching video in which I did try using it. I found it worked just as well as acetone. However, I didn't want to use the brush that came with the bottle because I didn't want to stain the brush and run the risk of pulling the color into the bottle, thereby contaminating it. So I actually don't use it. I could just empty it out into a dappen dish and use a small brush, or I should say the same brush that I used to disperse the color across the nail. But for right now, I don't feel it's necessary. I'd rather just continue using the acetone because that's what works. But as you can see, I'm just basically laying the colors in no specific pattern, just starting with one color at the top and layering color on top of it, and then using the acetone to cut out the smile line. I did find that I had trouble blending the yellow and the green. They seemed to have similar tonality once they were on the nail next to each other. And specifically with the yellow, I found it stained a little bit more. I had a little trouble cleaning it up from the nail while I was cutting out the smile line. You saw that I took a lint-free wipe and I was wiping the nail because I had trouble pulling it back out. And that's probably because the background color is so pale, it's going to show the yellow a little bit more. But I would suggest just try maybe don't stray too far from where you want the color to land. If you bleed it down the nail and you don't want it in certain areas, then you may have trouble, especially with the yellow, removing it. It's going to always have a slightly yellowish tint to it. So unfortunately I didn't get to record doing my pinky because I've been having trouble with my ring light and it chose that moment to turn off and I lost all of my overhead light. So, but basically just the same process as with the other nails, starting with one color at the tip of the nail and another color down by the smile line, and then continuing on to the next nail. The color that's down at the smile line, I move up to the free edge, and then I choose the next color to go down by the smile line. That way I've got red, orange, orange, yellow, yellow, green, green, blue, and blue, purple. Now you do want to still make sure that you're not scrubbing the brush up against your nail once you're putting on your base coat, because you can still bleed the color more and drag it in ways that you may not necessarily want. So make sure that when you're doing your top coat, if not top coat, when you're putting on your base coat, that you float the gel up the nail and you don't scrub the brush up the nail. That way you don't run the risk of bleeding the color in ways that you don't want. Once that's cured, you can go in with your top coat as you usually would, do a full cure, and then that's the end of the manicure. This, my left hand literally took 20 minutes. I've cut it down to 13 minutes just because I didn't feel you need to watch it in real time. But it really is a pretty simple technique. These colors are absolutely gorgeous, and even if I didn't put this gold flake top coat on top, it would still be an absolutely gorgeous manicure. I love these colors, and I'm already thinking of new manicures to use them with which to use them. Proper grammar. But yes, so this is, I forgot the name of it. I did flash it on the screen. But this is a Gold Flake No Wipe Top Coat from Madam Glam. You put it on the nail just as you would any other top coat. You cure it. You don't need to wipe it. It finishes off the look just perfectly, adds a little something extra. And one of my favorite manicures that I've done, and absolutely perfect for Pride Month. So that's the end of this video. My rainbow French ombre using Inkfit neon alcohol inks. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or questions, please place them down in the comment section below. I will put all the information for the products in the description box below. And I hope to see you in the next video. Please give me a like and a subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you always know when new videos are available. And I will see you soon.